Let's be real, man. The reason why you're not getting where you want to be in life is because you're not consistent enough and you don't understand what the importance of consistency is. And in this video, I'm going to explain how exactly you're going to build consistency to absolutely do anything you want to do in life, especially when it comes to building the physique of your dreams. A lot of you guys have more than enough information to start building some muscle, start getting into shape, right? But guess what? You don't have the consistency. You don't have the accountability because you simply think that you cannot do it. All right, and I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to build consistency and how it's going to build to sustain your whole life. And absolutely everything that you do after watching this video, you'll be able to do with flying colors, because you're going to understand I know how to build consistency, and this is going to help you go from here all the way to here. And if you're new here, my name is Horace. I help skinny fat men, overweight men get into the absolute best shape of their life, transform their life, their identity, their confidence, and absolutely everything in order to make them a leader, the best man they could possibly be. So in this video, I'm going to start addressing a few ways how you can start building consistency. And if you are new here, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be releasing as many videos as possible to make you the best possible version of yourself and to get from this level all the way to the best. So how can you start building consistency the way I did it? Now, a bit of backstory. I used to be someone who used to struggle a lot with consistency because I used to do probably what most of you do anyway. You try to be perfect in the beginning. Let's say you're someone who wants to get into shape, right? And you don't try and get into shape because you try and think and you believe you have to be perfect. You have to have the most perfect diet, you gotta have the most perfect training, and this puts you off and you don't end up starting anyway. And that's exactly what I went through. I thought, I want to get into shape, I want to have abs, I want to have a big chest, I want to have big arms, I want to feel amazing, I want to change myself and be a new person, right? But I don't have the right diet, I can't afford the right foods. I was making all these excuses just because it was scary to start. And the reason why I am where I am today is because I realized you have to just start and perfect it as you go. And the main thing is to do something small every single day. And what most people do when it comes to them being consistent or going to the gym, they think they've got to get on the best plan. They think they have to be the most perfect person in the beginning. And this is actually the biggest mistake most people go through, is in the beginning of them trying to achieve something, they have to be perfect. In fact, this is probably the worst way to start, because you're never ever going to uphold that perfection that you think is perfect, right? So some of the ways that I like to battle this is I always like to do something that I don't like doing, right? And start very low level, because if you're someone who's not consistent at all, you can't just magically wake up the next day and be absolutely consistent, right? It takes time and it takes a system and it takes structure, right? That's how you slowly build it over the years to where you get to a point just like me where I can absolutely be consistent in absolutely anything really that I do, because I've built my mind, and it all starts in your mind, right? I always say that across my channel. If you want to be a born winner and you want to be a winner that was born to win, right? You need to be part of the people that actually have exceptional minds. Exceptional. You need to fight that constant battle in your mind, and once you overcome your mind, you can do absolutely everything. If I was you in this position and I'm not very consistent and I keep failing and I always give up, right, here's exactly what I'll do. Find one thing, right, that you absolutely hate doing, and this could be the most stupidest thing, like waking up and cleaning your bed. Everyone hates doing it, no one likes to do it, and sometimes you put it off and you let it go to the next day, and then you just carry on jumping in the bed and you never end up doing it, right? What I want you to do is wake up, clean your bed. And now look, it doesn't need to be every single day. You could start off with one day a week, every single week for the next month. Clean your bed, or something along those lines, right? Clean your bed. And after you start doing it for one day every week, you're gonna say, you know what, maybe one day isn't enough, I'll start doing two. Let's transfer it to the gym, right? Most people, they think they gotta go 6 days a week, have the perfect diet, etc., whatnot, right? But let's say you started off going 1 day a week. You're someone who never goes to the gym, right? And you started going 1 day a week consistently. Now, after a few weeks, you're gonna realize that 1 day is too easy, right? You're used to it because it's become part of your life. 1 day a week, you're like, cool. So then you're like, all right, let's boost it to 2 days. Then you start going 2 days, and then you become familiar with 2, then with 3, then with 4, then with 5. And then you keep going 5 days a week, and anything under 5 feels like you're not going enough, because you've built yourself to that level now where you can only fall, right? You've built yourself to that level where you used to going 5 days a week. So now you're consistent with going 5. And if you don't go 5, you go 4. But it's still better than 0. That's how you build consistency and you work around it. And it's same when it comes to your meal plans, for example, right? You're not used to tracking your calories. All right, cool. I don't expect you, for example, some of my clients, they come to me, Horace, I've never tracked calories in my life. So what I say to them is, look, for the first 4 weeks, I want you to try your best to track every single day. But I want you to build consistency. I want you to do minimum 3 days a week. 3 days is done. 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. Then they're like, Horace, you know what? I can do 4 days. All right, cool. 4 days, 4 days, 4 days. All right, Horace, you know what? I can do 5 now. 5 days, 5 days, 5 days. Then it goes to 7. And that's how they build that consistency over time. And that's what I do with my clients. I don't expect you guys to be perfect. When we coach, I want you to become better and make it sustainable. What most people do is they're like, I'm going to do a quick fat loss phase. I'm going to do this quickly. I'm going to do that quickly. And what ends up happening is whenever you do something quick, you tend to fall off, right? And that is the majority of what happens. People lose weight and they put it back on straight away. Why? Because they did it quick. And this is the reason why they never ever have sustainable results in absolutely anything that they do. And if I say to people now, I've been going gym over 7 years now, and I say I've never missed a workout, I will never miss a workout because I've engineered it into my mind that this is part of my consistency that makes me who I am today. People say to me, Horace, you're crazy. And I say, bro, of course I'm crazy, right? I don't want to be like everyone else because I've built myself to that certain level. So I could be consistent in absolutely anything. My diet, my physique, my job, my business, absolutely everything, because these skills are transferable. Just before we continue this video, if you're an individual who wants to absolutely transform their identity, their confidence, their body, lose fat, build muscle, if you're skinny, fat, overweight that want to transform themselves into a jacked, competent, confident individual, then I want you to go on Instagram, make sure you follow it, and DM me the word ready, and let's talk about how I can get you with a proven structure and a proven roadmap to take you from where you are to where you want to be in less than 6 months. I look forward to hearing from you. If you are ready to transform your identity, your confidence, and your body with a proven system to guarantee results, and if it sounds like you, be sure to DM me the word ready on Instagram. But let's get back to the video. Which means that most likely when you become consistent in one thing, you can transfer into everything, meaning that you're going to achieve more with your life. Now, a lot of you guys are the reason why you're not where you want to be right now is because you can't build consistency, because you try to jump before you can even walk. I don't know if that's the saying. Actually, is it the saying? No, the saying is you try to sprint before you can even walk, before you can even crawl, to be honest. Imagine a baby, right? A newborn baby just come out the womb, tries to go running, can never run without actually crawling first. And that's how you get better. With time, you get better and better. And a lot of you guys are trying to rush the process. That's why you never get to where you want to be, because you feel like you have a certain timeline you need to meet. I ask guys, they're like, Horace, why can't I get in shape in 30 days? Something's gonna happen to me. What's gonna happen? You guys are trying to rush results, and then you realize why you keep falling off. Anything that comes quick goes quicker. And if you want to build consistency, you have to do it slow, step by step. And this is the easiest way. I want you to put in the comment section right now, what are you going to start doing that you don't enjoy, but you're going to start on a low level? Whether it's going to the gym 1 day a week, then twice, then 3. That's how you build consistency. You don't build it by just trying to do it all at once. You build it by slowly doing little things every single day. And guess what happened? It's called the compound effect, right? You do small things every single day, and naturally over time it's going to compound. That's how you become better. Especially when it comes to going and getting a better physique, like I talk about on my channel. If you want to build a best physique, realize it's going to take time. 3, 4, 5 years, right? But if you don't start and slowly build these habits and implement this consistency into your life, you never ever will get the results that you want. Some guys, they join my coaching in the beginning, they're like, Horace, why do I need to be this consistent? Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to be difficult, but you need to build it with a system and a structure that you can build your life around it, and naturally it will become a lifestyle where consistency doesn't become a problem for you, because you understand mentally exactly what is needed to get to that next step. So as I mentioned, I want you to put into a comment one thing you're going to start doing every single day that you can start building consistency with, and it could be the smallest thing, but naturally over time you're going to get better at doing it. So when you actually start something, you actually stick to it, because you realize that, all right, I'm going to start slow and slowly build it and implement it into my lifestyle. That's the best way to build consistency, and it's probably the only video you're going to need to build consistency. And as you realize, as time goes on and you start getting better at things, right, your mind becomes so much stronger with the word consistent, right? You become consistent in absolutely everything, not just your fitness, but your business as well. That's why I always say, if you want to improve your whole life, get into shape, build your good physique, build a good body, then you have foundation to start implementing and transferring the skills that you get from building a good body into absolutely everything that you do in your life. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and make sure you like and follow and share the shit out of this video, because remember, the people that watch me were born to win. You guys are all winners. You just need to find your structure and system. And of course, before we end the video, be sure to follow my socials as well. I'm trying my best to grow. I'm trying my best to impact millions of men who really want to change, right? That's my goal, and I want to take you guys along the journey. And let me know any other videos that you want to see. But this is the end of the video. Be sure to follow my socials. Be sure to DM me the word ready on Instagram. Be sure to drop me a message, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Born to win, you are.